from our Leigh Studios in Burbank, California, it's The Learning Show. On the show tonight, Koreen Pagano of lynda.com. And now, your host, Leigh Gregory.
All right, welcome to the show, wizards and queens of learning land and those who benefit from your benevolent brain power. I welcome you to the Learning Show. I'm your host, Leigh Gregory, and you know what? I'm stoked about the show tonight. I'm excited, good people. I'm as giddy as a tabby in a tuna factory, and here's why. Like Darren said at the tip top of the show, we've got Koreen Pagano of lynda.com on the show tonight. All right? For real. That's right. Now look, we've got a lot of learning ground to cover, so let's get to it. My L&D pros and proettes, are you ready to smart something? Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's get on with it. But first, fresh news. Not quite breaking, but still quite fresh. My top two stories. The House passes the Skills Act. That's right. House of Representatives passed H.R. 803, better known as the Skills Act. And no, my HR peeps, HR doesn't stand for human resources. I'm sorry. It should, but it doesn't. All of you may be asking two questions. Leigh, why do they call it the Skills Act? And Leigh, why should I care? Well, my inquisitive little brainiacs, they call it the Skills Act because it stands for supporting knowledge and investing in lifelong skills. Ooh, clever. The bill was introduced in February of this year, but they probably started working on that name in February of last year. I'm joking, of course. Or am I? Of course I am, because I have no idea what goes on in our nation's capital. All I know is that Representative Virginia Foxx of North Carolina introduced the bill in March, and it passed by a vote of 23-0. Mercurial by all accounts, and it's awaiting Senate review. Is it good for jobs? Will it remedy the widening skills gap? As of this report, we don't know. But sources close to the story report that some groups oppose the act because it cuts $1 billion of employment and training services for 500,000 young people across the country. More on this story later. My next story is one of generational mayhem. Their name strikes terror in HR and upper management alike. That's right, millennials. This generation is wreaking havoc on the modern workplace. Our sources tell us that workforces across the country are awash in a Gen Y-soaked melee of me, gimme, mine, flex hours, work from home, work late, work, more pay, more vacay, 4-day work week, reward more monthly skills training demands. Now, what's the matter with kids today, you older generational peeps may say? What's with this sense of entitlement? That's right. When you were growing up, things were different. Choice. TV had 3 channels. Remote. Can you say Hawaii? Father knew best. And you didn't have to worry about anything because you could leave it to Beaver because the price was right and Jeopardy was just a game show. So, what's changed? Well, nothing and everything. And you know why? Because we usually romanticize the way things were. But one thing's for certain, youth is change. It always has been. And you know what? Change is good. The key is to manage expectations without curbing enthusiasm. Now, talent and potential are great. The business world thrives on them. But it runs on talent and experience. My millennials, I love you, but there's no fast track to experience. So let's get along out there, paying dues is part of that pesky equation we call life. Do great work and watch it all fall into place. For more on this story, catch the July issue of T&D Magazine. Now get out of here, you crazy kids. Go on. Nothing to see here. Okay, next up, our special ASTD 2013 segment with Koreen Pagano of Lynda.com. Now, for our remote island and under rock dwellers, Lynda.com is an online training source that uses video tutorials to help anyone learn software, technology, creative, and business skills to achieve their personal and professional goals. It's been around for nearly 20 years, and it was founded by Bruce Heaven and Linda Weinman, and the CEO is Eric Robinson. Now, if you want to keep your skills sharp, Lynda.com is the place to go. Well, here's my chat with Senior Product Manager of Lynda Campus at Lynda.com, Koreen Pagano. So how long have you been doing the business skill training part?
That's a new segment for us. We started.
Okay, I was wondering about that. Yeah.
We're historically known for software training, but we started business skill training really focusing last year and growing our library this year.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so you're here at ASTD. How many years have you been coming here?
Lynda.com's been here 3 years.
Okay.
This is my first year with Lynda at ASTD, but I've been here before as well, so there you go.
All right, fantastic. So you're not just hanging out. Looks like you got a speaker badge there.
I'm fresh off the stage.
Okay, excellent. Were you dancing, singing?
I tell jokes, I dance, whatever.
All right, excellent. Okay, well, what was your topic about?
My topic was flipping your training. So similar to the flipped classroom model, how to do that for training.
Okay, so for all of those who don't know what flipping the classroom model is, what is that? Please explain it to them.
Yep, it means doing the lecture and content presentation outside of the classroom. So either doing that online, similar to Lynda through video, and then when you're in the classroom, doing hands-on activity and practice.
Great, a good use of time, actually.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, that's one way of doing it. So tell me, what is unique about Lynda.com, and why should more of those people out there start logging in?
Oh, we have amazing authors. Our content is world-class, and production is fantastic. And I think the speed at which we actually release new content allows all of our members to keep up to date with their software skills. And now that we have business skills as well, it's really a well-rounded library.
Okay, very good. How about that? But you know what? There's more. Lynda.com isn't resting on its laurels. Now let's check back in with Koreen to see what she has to say about that. Everybody loves
Lynda.
That's right.
Honestly, I think our content in library is a differentiator. Since I've been at Lynda, we've really been focused on organizational learning.
Okay.
So my role has been how can we leverage Lynda.com in organizations, either higher ed and enterprise. So we're really focusing on customers now who want to apply our content to an entire organization and how they can do that more effectively. And our library speaks for itself.
Sure. So. Koreen Pagano of Lynda.com, everybody. Yeah, let's hear it for her. Give it up. Okay. T-Bird's here. It must be time for shout-outs and follow-backs. All right, let's do it then. Our first shout-out goes to John Hathaway of Intrepid Learning for dropping by the Learning Show during ASTD 2013. Thank you, John. Next shout out is to Alan Schaefer of Banding People Together. Alan's got an exciting business model, and he dropped by to tell us about it, and we were grateful for that. Daniel Orleans of Afero, a great Brazilian company that's lighting up the learning in South America. And let's give a shout out to Dirk and Stephanie of Simdustry, a forward-thinking company out of Germany. Thanks for dropping by and sharing your updates with us. Remember, you can catch these lights of learning in upcoming episodes of The Learning Show. And last but not least, our continued thanks to ASTD and the great people of training for their informative articles, press releases, and for being friends of The Learning Show. All right, now, Train Division Twitter followers just keep on coming. The good news is they're coming in numbers too large for us to report on the show tonight. So T-Bird doesn't get to do her little bounce. Okay, go ahead. Do it. Follow backs are going out to each and every one of you, our new followers. You know who you are. Thanks so much for following Trainovision on Twitter. And we're gonna follow back. There it is. Oh yeah, it's that time again. Go T-Bird, get moving. Yeah, save the date, because it's time for the event roundup. Here's what's up in the latest conferences and trade shows in the industry. August 26th through 28th, eLearning's Enterprise Learning Conference and Expo at the Anaheim Convention Center in Anaheim, California. September 17th through the 19th, Training Magazine's Online Learning Conference 2013 at McCormick Place Lakeside Center in Chicago, Illinois. September 25th, ASTV's Government Workforce Conference in Washington, D.C. October 23rd through the 25th, eLearning Guild's DevLearn 2013 Conference and Expo at the Aria Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. And November 3rd through the 6th, Elliott Macy's Learning 2013 at Disney's Coronado Springs Convention Center in Orlando, Florida, with keynote speech by none other than former Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton. Yes, that's right, people. Well, you know what? That's our show, peeps. I know, I hate to go, but I must. The helicopter's hovering up on the helipad there. Do not, I repeat, do not miss the next show. E-learning guru Elliott Macy is on the show. Yes, believe it. That's right. Now, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, link up on LinkedIn, and thanks so much for watching. Stay smart and don't stop learning. Yeah. Love ya. Thank you so much for being here. All right.